When I record podcasts, I like to stay hydrated. Who knew talking could be so hard? My favourite drink to have to hand is Lifeline's Hydro OG. It's a tried and tested product for me. It helped me and my team complete a 24-hour podcast, giving us the edge that we needed to get over the finish line. So whether you're at the gym, on a bike ride, or just trying to get over that night before, Lifeline's Hydro OG has got your back. Each serving is stocked with all the healthy ingredients and vitamins you could ask for. There are a great range of flavours, and with each serving at only 18 calories, you really can't go wrong. Here at the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast, we like to support local, independent companies and brands, and Lifelines is a product that I am proud to endorse. Go to lifelines.com. Now that's LYFELINEZ.com to find out more. Now, without further ado, here is today's episode. So, we're at Kids Fest, day number 2, and I'm sat with the main man, T-Dog. Timmy, what?
Also known as Mini-Biscuit.
Also known as Mini-Biscuit, also known as Timmy, almost known as Timmy, also known as Timothy. Yesterday was a long day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Were you tired by the end of it?
Yes.
I spoke to you and Finn at the end. You talked about all the great things that you were doing.
Yep.
But now you think about it, what was the best thing you did yesterday?
Wipeout.
Wipeout?
Yeah.
What about the big yellow slide?
It's just like...
He's looking up at it. He's weighing out the odds.
Because the stairs are too slippery.
The stairs are too slippery.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to improve your climbing skills, then, haven't you? You went on the carousel as well. I know you were like, I'll get on the carousel, but you look like you're enjoying yourself on the carousel.
Oh, yeah.
The horses?
Well, I was enjoying myself, but I like to wipe out more.
Yeah, get right into that microphone so I can hear you. And in the under fives, the 5 and unders bit, there's inflatables as well.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is we're going to make another vlog, but we want to try and release it earlier this morning. So as soon as Verity gets here, I'm going to take you with the camera and we're going to record an advert. Okay, you've been learning about adverts in school, haven't you?
Yep.
What's important about adverts? What you got to do with adverts?
You need to like, let's say it was an advert to tell you to go to the Axiom.
Yeah. The Axiom's the spaceship from WALL-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
that's what they learned about in school. That was the topic, wasn't it?
Yep. And
you got to sell what's fun about the Axiom, or in this case, Kids Festival.
Yeah, and also you need to like exaggerate.
Exaggerate? Well, we don't have to do that with Kids Fest because there are lots of inflatables and there is a giant carousel and there is lots to do. Yeah. Anyway, look. Well, so this is a bit of dead air. If you listen to the Always Sunny podcast, you'll understand where that comes from. Timmy is eager to go and get playing and stuff, but we've got work to do first. All right, camera work. Okay.
Okay.
And then you can go and play.
Okay.
Right. We'll wait for Verity to be here in a minute, and we'll officially start this episode. Cool.
So me and Alex are here at day 2 at the Kids Fest. We're just having a little walk around, see what's going on. The doors for the general public aren't quite open yet, but there's a few people out and about. So we'll see what the day brings.
There's a couple of people I wanted to speak to We've got to apologise to Lingen Davies because apparently they were here all day yesterday. We didn't see them. There was so much going on, so much for the eyes to see, and we missed them completely. So
Should we start with them? Should we head over to them?
shall we? Shall we really? I mean, we can do, I guess.
I think we ought to.
May can see as well. I want to come see these guys in a bit. They've got some really good stuff going on. So Lingen Davies. Yes, here we go.
Here they are, opposite the alpacas, which is, I think, maybe why we missed them yesterday.
Yeah, so close to the alpacas. So Lingen Davies are here.
Hi, guys.
You alright, guys? How's your day been going?
Good. Oh, you've missed me doing your stretching bits.
We're so sorry we missed you guys yesterday. We were wandering around. We did so many laps of this place.
Chaos. Good chaos, but chaos, yeah. So, just having fun making slime.
Making slime.
PVA glue, slime activator, bicarb, a bit of food colouring and glitter.
Very
You
messy
can't go
stuff.
wrong.
So this is all stuff that will be in your clothes forever and in and around
Well,
you.
it's not too bad. No, I think it will. It's a bit like Play-Doh.
Rub this bit on it and it gets it all back off again.
I did make the mistake of holding some earlier, and Emily had to give me a baby wipe because I was
I'm
like, "It's on my
stuck.
hands.
I'm
stuck."
Baby wipes to the rescue. Oh, the doors are opening. People are streaming.
The masses are on their way in. You'll be able to hear.
Balloons are ready.
Are you prepared?
Ready. I'm mentally prepared for the chaos to
Did people make a beeline for this for yesterday? Did it just come straight here?
Yeah, apparently between 10 and 2 it was madness. Kids
Wow.
making slime, just playing with it, running off with it. Yeah, everything really, just madness. But it's good fun.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Well, Emily, thanks very much. Wish you all the success for the day, and I hope it goes well.
Thanks.
Yeah. Good luck getting the glitter out your
Thank you very
clothes.
much. Hopefully. It's only glitter glue. Baby wipes to the rescue will be fine.
What can go wrong?
Should we move on down to the bee lady? Thank you for chatting to me, guys.
See you later.
Bee lady.
I love these dungarees.
Yeah, so we've got the bee lady. A bee lady I really wanted to speak to last year, and we never got around to speaking to you. Hello. We're from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, certainly. I'm Alison Wakeman from Alison's Bee Class.
Wonderful. Why the emphasis on bees? Why are you here today talking about bees?
So we are beekeepers, that's first and foremost. And after keeping bees for a couple of years, I realised that there was a lack of education in children at school, at primary school. So I started at Sutton Hill Primary School, Alexandra Fleming, teaching children why bees are so important in the environment. And that's been, about 8 years now. And I've been into hundreds and hundreds of schools and taught thousands of children why bees are so important in the environment.
I've got young ones, and I teach my kids how important bees are environmentally, and also as well, like, you know, the situations where you see a bee struggling on the floor and not to stamp on them, to look after them, to get, you know, all that sort of. I think that teaches kids a bit of empathy, a bit of compassion, right?
Yeah, so basically, and also it's mainly to teach children as well why they shouldn't fear bees, because obviously they do. They think, oh, they sting, they're going to be, you know. So I teach them why not to fear them, and why they're so important. So obviously for pollination, etc. And I teach them all different types of bees, because of course we keep honeybees, of course, but then you have bumblebees and solitary bees. So all the different, and then we look at the anatomy of the bee, the anatomy of the beehive, and so it's all interactive like that.
I think that's fantastic, and you've got a lot of products here. Do you make them all yourself?
We do, yes, yeah. So basically, we do obviously honey. Of course, the bees make that, and then and then we use beeswax to make the beeswax food wraps, the beeswax candles. So everything we make, and we're only local. We're based here in Telford as well.
And when you burn the candles, do they smell of honey? I've always wondered.
Well, sort of. It's hard to explain, but it's actually beneficial to your health to burn beeswax candles. All these other candles out there, they're actually poisonous, really, not very good really for you. Whereas beeswax, it's proven to take out the negative ions in the atmosphere. And if you suffer with allergies, it's actually health beneficial.
I was going to ask that. I was going to say, because you know they say like, eat local honey and it'll help you with your hay fever. I was thinking, locally sourced beeswax candles maybe does the same.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. That's great.
And I absolutely love your dungarees.
Oh, thank you. I know. I tell you, if I had £1 for every time someone said that, I'd be a millionaire now.
Did you have them specially made?
No, it's a company called Run and Fly, and they do funky clothing.
They're truly fabulous. I love them.
Thank you.
If somebody was to say to me, the bee lady, the bee, what was their signature product? What would you say your signature product is? The one thing that you love that everyone goes to?
Well, it's more in terms of product. Actually, it's the education side of it.
Okay.
So the knowledge, expertise, because I do guest speaker work as well. So like WI, U3A, Probus, adult groups, and we also teach adults how to become beekeepers too. So the whole thing is all educating people. But in terms of physical product, our best is the beeswax food wraps because they're good for the environment. Because it's instead of using single-use plastic cling film and you use it to wrap food, they should last 2 to 3 years. We've been making them now 6 years, and people come back to different events where we return events and repeat buy because people love them so much. And they're good for the environment.
I think this is great. I'm so glad I finally got to speak to you. I'd love to organise, I don't know about you, Verity, but I think we should try and organise an interview with you, a proper hour to sit down and talk about this.
Yes.
Because I think what you do and the awareness you're trying to show and create and share is very important because the environment's in trouble and bees are very important to the environment.
Yeah.
No,
that would be fabulous. Please do take one of my cards and then
absolutely.
give me a shout. I shall be buzzing with excitement to drone on about bees.
I bet you've completed the bee pun list, haven't you? There's no more, no more left. You've done them all. What we'll do is we'll set up this interview. We've got a pun bell on my mixer. And we'll see how many bee puns we can come up with during our interview with you. That'd be great.
I'm going to get my thinking cap on because I'm rubbish at puns. I do them more often by accident than anything else. So I'm going to research this one.
I'm sure you'll earn your stripes.
But if you are interested in anything, please follow my Facebook page as well, which is Alison's Bee Class.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Thank you
for
ever so
chatting to
much.
us today. It's been really nice to meet you. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Right, shall we? Where should we go now?
Did you get a card?
What?
Did you get a card?
Yes, I got a card.
Excellent.
So
well done.
we can go in. I'd love to organise that. That'd be really good, wouldn't it?
That would be really cool. She seems very sweet. Very nice lady. Sweet? Can I get... Because honey's sweet? Is that a pun? No?
What?
No. I said she seems very sweet.
Yeah, I love very sweet.
Honey's sweet.
It's honey sweet. I got it. There's no bell. There's no pun bell.
Ding! Does it work?
That was good.
Do you know what? There's a whole little mini arena of deck chairs here. I don't think I even noticed them yesterday.
Yeah, they've got a sand pit and you can have your day at the beach.
Yeah, deck chairs, bean bags.
Oh, that's sunbathing in the arena. It's quite good.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're walking around now. This is the quieter area. Let's find someone to speak to. Should we go speak to the scouts?
Let's have a look at the scouts. I think Girl Guides are here as well. Are they here mixed together? Or?
The Girl Guides are here.
Oh, yeah.
We interviewed them last year. They were really cool.
Yeah.
And the scouts are here. And last year, the scouts were talking about a trip they were organising to South Korea.
Wow.
They do some great stuff. Timmy's in the Cubs himself. And I feel like they might be great to talk to. So let's go and have a look what they got going on here.
Let's have a look.
So, hi. You're right. We're from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast, doing some interviews. Is any of you?
The young people are the ones you want to interview.
Okay, absolutely. Any of you guys want to chat to us? Did you come on our show last year? No. Who are the kids that were coming? They were going to South Korea last year. They came and spoke to us. Oh, okay. You're going to Norway, are you?
Yeah, in July.
Let's tell us about that then. So you guys are going. First of all, let's introduce your names.
My name's Finn.
Dan. Finn and Dan. And you guys are going to Norway. Which detachment of scouts are
We're
you?
from different groups. So I'm from the Shropshire borders, which is based in about Kinnerley area.
Yeah. I'm first Shrewsbury. It's around Shrewsbury, really.
Yeah. How much do you enjoy the scouts? How big of a part of your life is it?
My scouts is a bit irregular. We go only once a month compared to weekly, so it's a full day, and that's just great. It's a lot of you have mates and you have a laugh and everything, and it's got a nice fun community of people, like-minded people.
And the skills you guys learn very valuable in life, right?
Yeah. really are.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my group, we meet once a week. But however, my group got me into shooting, counter squad.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
we also do that weekly as well, which is quite good.
I'm a good shot myself. I used to love a bit of shooting. I was in the army cadets when I was a kid. So you guys are going to Norway. Tell us about that. How does that happen then? What have you guys got to do to get to Norway?
So what we did is we tried out for the South Korea trip, and there's only a certain number of people can go. I think it was 27.
It was around 30.
30, yeah, and there's I think maybe 6 or something. So everyone who didn't go went to Norway, or going to Norway. So
or they just were offered a place, and pretty much everyone
so
took
with the
it.
leftovers from South Korea.
Some of the leftovers.
Yes, yeah.
What are you going to be doing in Norway?
We've got a range of activities planned. I don't think we've got all of the activities we're doing, rafting, water sports, that kind of thing, maybe trotty bikes and just
hike around the Norwegian
in
mountains.
and just enjoy midnight sun as well. There's the midnight sun when we're there.
Well, yeah.
So that kind of thing.
How long are you going for?
I think it's
a week, isn't it?
a week. The crossover week of July to August.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sounds exciting. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
And what do you have to do to prepare for a trip like that?
Fundraising.
Yeah, lots and lots of fundraising.
Pretty much this.
Yes, lots of this and everything. Just trying to get enough money.
And does the whole Scout Club get roped into fundraising activities?
So today there's 4 different groups. So we're here for the morning. We've got a group in the afternoon that happened yesterday as well. So it's all just different people trying to do different things. We only do individual fundraising as well.
Yeah.
Wicked. You're doing a good job. What are you doing for your individual fundraisings?
So I'm trying to think what I did. We did a 10-mile walk, all of us, in November.
Yeah.
But actually turned up to a 12-mile walk, so we did different routes because it was flooded.
Yeah.
So we had an extra 2 miles. What else we
Walk
did?
around the floodwater.
Yeah.
I hope you got extra sponsorship for that.
I don't know what. I've been asking a lot of companies and stuff for a bit of money. So that's like people like the Rotary Club and stuff, and they've been very helpful with that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Wonderful. I've got a son who's in Cubs at the moment.
Oh yeah.
He's just about to move to Monkmore.
That's where I came from.
So Timmy, little Timmy, and he's enjoying himself. If anybody hears this, that are in the Cubs or they're thinking of putting their child in Cubs, what advice would you give them to further on in their scouting career?
Stick with it. Yeah.
Stick with it and go with your mates.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy it, don't do it.
But but it's just you guarantee to enjoy it really because there's such a variety of events. Like each month we're doing something different. Like we did shooting one month, and then we're doing cooking and everything like that. So there's a variety of things, every kind of personality, and there's different people, and I make lifelong friends from Scouts.
Oh yeah. You really do. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and this last week we were doing pancakes. However, one of them set a table on fire.
Promoting scouting in a bad light.
That is a fail. Pancake
it was all okay. It was all okay.
It was really.
Do you know what? You say making friends for life. I've got a friend who's now in their late 50s, and their main friendship group is still the scout friendships they made when they were in their teens. Yeah.
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. Especially because in our Explorer group, I think there's only 6 of us, and we're a tight group of lads, and we all get along with each other. So we all just bounce off of each other, and it's a good dynamic.
Yeah, it really is at mine as well. We've got about 6 times the amount you've got. Yeah. So we just go into our individual groups.
You guys are great, honestly, and I wish you the best of luck with Norway. And like I said, stick with this and enjoy these moments while you can, because it sounds like you're going to have a great time.
Yeah,
definitely. I hope you enjoy it. Well done for being able to go.
Good luck fundraising. Yeah.
Would you like something?
I would, but I'm on a diet, so I can't.
Yeah.
We got some board games.
Alex is dieting. I'll swing by later. Those brownies look amazing.
Thanks for the save there. Should we speak to the Food Hub? I love the Food Hub.
Sure thing, let's.
Shall we put a microphone in the face?
Yeah.
Hello? You alright? We're from the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. You alright?
Yeah, good.
Thought I'd come and say hello to you, see what you guys. I love the Food Hub. I've worked with the Food Hub for a while. Yeah.
Fab, okay.
I went to volunteer for a day sorting out the food and stuff.
Nice, okay. Redistributing it to community groups.
And every time you guys are at an event, I always come and say hello to see how things are.
I know, we're always at different events. This is our first year at Kids Fest, so we're trying to do different activities to encourage kids to learn about reducing food waste, and our vision's always about valuing food, making sure it's eaten and not wasted, because a third of what Ali and Katie, our founders, they really hated the idea that a third of global food is wasted. So today we're here and we're doing a Taste Not Waste challenge. So anyone is welcome to sign up. Our Taste Not Waste challenge is a 2-week challenge featuring Steve the Hungry Guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of him before.
Steve what, sorry?
Steve the Hungry Guy.
I've heard of him. I think I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah,
he's got
probably.
big
He is a fabulous chef. This is his fiancée and his little daughter, Susie. Steve is somewhere walking around, probably getting a lot more sign-ups for us. It's a 2-week challenge, and we're trying to encourage people to reduce their food waste at home. The challenge is all about tips and tricks to reduce your food waste. So it's things like, if you like a bit of cooking at home, if you like to be a chef in your kitchen, we've got loads of recipes to use up the ingredients that you buy. We've got a whole section on fridgeonomics, which you can see around here, and it's sorting out your fridge to making sure that you're storing things properly in the right places. Like, milk should not be kept in the door of your fridge because it's the warmest part of your fridge. But you didn't know that.
I did not know that. But if I lie it down in the fridge on the shelf, it might leak.
Yeah, okay, so that is a bit of a logistic that we haven't quite worked out. But with unopened milk, if you've got a big family and you buy several cartons of milk at once, keep the unopened milk in the middle part of your fridge. It's likely to last longer. Top tip. Yeah, things like, you know, when you buy a big bag of salad and I get halfway through it and I'm a culprit, and then you look back at it and it's gone a bit wilted, doesn't look very good. So we've got a great no-cook salad leaf pesto. We'll be making it later on. If you can come and test it out, give it a go. Anyway, so 2-week challenge, 5 videos featuring loads of tips and tricks on how to make your food last longer. Once you've completed the challenge by letting us know what you found best, you can get entered in a prize draw where you can win a private dinner cooked by Steve at your house for 4 people, 2 tickets to the Shrewsbury Food Festival, or a brunch at Daily Brew in town in Shrewsbury. So,
Can he cook keto? I'm joking.
oh, are you keto?
Yes.
There you go. I bet you don't waste that much food then.
No, I mean, we get through a lot of meat, and there's nothing more demoralising and frustrating when you get a pack of sausages and they go all crusty in the fridge. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Do you ever use your freezer?
Heartbreaking. Yeah, we do.
Freezer should
Yeah.
be your best friend.
Yeah, we
good
do.
idea.
But yeah, keto's great because we literally use everything that's in our cupboard, so and we don't have to buy a lot.
And I bet you don't waste any bread.
No bread to waste.
Yeah, exactly. That's not bad. Take keto.
Yesterday I was banging on about chaffles, and Verity was like, "What chaffles?" And it's just our way of making a bread-like thing to use. Like,
It was a brand new word to me. I thought you'd made it up.
I need to make chaffles for you.
It is a brand new word to me. What
So a
does it mean?
spoonful of almond flour.
Okay.
Not almond flour. Yeah, almond flour. And then you have an egg, a bit of mayo, a bit of baking soda. Mix it all up together and it makes like a nice batter. Just chuck it on a waffle iron and it makes a chaffle.
Just the fact that it has mayonnaise in the ingredients just blew my mind. It
It
confused
just
me.
fluffs it up a bit. It adds a bit of...
And the fact that you've included mayo and a waffle in the same sentence doesn't sound the most
yeah, it's
convenient,
great.
does it?
It really is good. And
I'll have to give it a go.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was confused by it.
it's an ongoing thing, this chaffle thing, and I think I'm going to have to make some for you just to...
Yeah, just give it a go. Bring it to the next festival and we'll
I think we were chatting to...
Chaffles for everyone.
What's the edible utensils guy?
Mr. Strudel.
Mr. Strudel. And he was talking about how we're rewiring our brain, like with the keto thing. You do have to rewire the way you think about food.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're all about. We're about trying to encourage people to learn that, you know, food should be valued. It is there to be eaten, not wasted. And the Food Hub's probably main ethos is that we redistribute food that's perfectly good to eat, but it just can't be sold. And we redistribute it to community groups, be it charities, schools, preschools, nurseries. So now we feel like we've got quite a good reputation within Shrewsbury. So we're changing our pathway now a little bit and created the Taste Not Waste Challenge to encourage people at home.
How can people join this challenge? Where can they find it?
You can find it on our website in the events and news section, Taste Not Waste Challenge, or you can find it on our Facebook page. All on our social medias. We're blasted everywhere.
What are the names of your Facebook and social media?
So our Facebook is Shrewsbury Food Hub, and our Instagram is @_ Shrewsbury Food Hub. So yeah, go give us a follow.
I love this because, like I said, I've been following the Food Hub for such a long time.
Oh, thank you.
And this seems like a metamorphosis, like a spin-off, if you like, because you guys have been teaching people about that because people can collect food from distribution centres.
Yeah.
that's not bad food. It's food you don't want to go to waste. Now now I see the queues lining up. People have sort of learned about this.
Yeah.
Now you're teaching people how to not waste food.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to make the most of the food that could be going to waste, and that's great.
So I guess, like Ali's always said, we're very different from a food bank, which is things that it does get mixed in the message, because we can't solve food poverty with food waste. But if we can benefit in social, if we can stretch people's budgets as well as teach them about food waste, then, well, yeah, you've got a lot of benefits financially, socially. So yeah, it's sort of an all-rounder. Even if I could toot my own horn about Food Hub.
Please do. You're doing a fabulous job.
How's your day going, Liz?
Oh, nobody's asked us that yet. Good.
That's really kind, thank you. It's going all right. We've had to resort to the walk and talk because they've put us right near the front where there's quite a lot of music, quite a lot of background noise, more so than now.
Welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit. Like we're shouting down the microphones. It's just a bit, you know.
I was waiting for like the chaos and storm to come, but
I think it'll come today.
A steady trickle, isn't it? But no, it's been going well. Thank you for asking.
Going round to each and every store learning about.
We did a lot yesterday. This is day 2 for us.
Okay, nice.
So this is just filling in the blanks, really. I want to go speak to the console thing. I want to see if I can beat
they seem very
Verity at Mario Kart or something. You know, that'd be quite
You're going to
good.
have a test.
Oh, you won't beat me.
Yeah, the best thing that we enjoyed yesterday was the pickleball. If you get a chance.
I spoke to him and I was like, here he is. And he told me, it's like 4:30, Planet Donut, they give away their donuts. And I was like, I'm positioned.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm positioned perfectly to keep my eye on it.
To sweep in at 4:30.
Tell you what, actually, because I noticed you around yesterday. Have you had a chance to reorganise our fridge yet?
Oh, no.
Reorganise your fridge?
Do you know who's
so we're walking
favourite activity this would be?
So there's a fridge here.
Okay, I've spotted a problem straight away because you want meat at the bottom.
There's a crisper usually, isn't there?
Oh,
so
okay.
The salad and the
meat on the bottom shelf.
This is our door of our fridge. This is sort of your salad drawer. And then in the middle here we have middle of the fridge, top of the fridge.
Can I play?
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm thinking eggs need to go up here.
Eggs are going in the door.
Eggs in the fridge and out the fridge is a big debate.
I think there is a bit of a debate, isn't there? Yeah. I mean, I'm married to a Colombian lady.
Okay.
And eggs are a huge staple of a Colombian diet. And I've seen people leave them out the fridge, put them in the fridge.
I'm going to Colombia in 2 weeks. Look at that.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to have a chat about that. Fish in the middle.
Okay.
I just know.
So does anyone know a tip as well for how you check if your eggs are perfectly good to eat?
In
Throw
water.
them against your partner.
Look at that. I'm speaking to the
if they sink, they're good.
Yeah,
if they float,
they're not.
No,
and also, eggs can be eaten past two weeks past their best before date. It doesn't ignore the date on eggs because if it
I'm putting fruit
good,
in the crisper. I'm guessing this is a crisper.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
If you'd like to, you can take stuff out your fridge.
Take stuff out your fridge.
Out your fridge. It's entirely up to you what you want to put in your fridge.
Bread, I don't want in the fridge.
It depends what butter you've got as well.
Yeah. Also,
so if it's a
oh, you keep your carrots out your fridge.
Yeah, is that mental?
Well, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I would put carrots in the crisper
because they keep fresh for longer in the salad drawer.
I don't eat them very often.
Another tip for salad, if it goes off, keep a piece of paper towel in your salad drawer, and it soaks up any excess moisture. And the same with bag salad. Open it up, put a piece of paper towel in it. If you find it's starting to wilt.
Crisper.
So
all the fruit and veg going down the bottom
all
here.
The fruit and veg down the bottom.
Yeah, that drawer. The drawer.
So your coldest part of your fridge is the middle shelf. And where's the warmest part of the fridge?
The door.
And where do we all keep our milk?
In the door. We're crazy.
I know.
Apples I wouldn't keep in the fridge.
I'm the same.
Only because I've got sensitive teeth, and if I bite into a cold apple, I would cry.
All this meat is going in the bottom shelf here.
Fish bottom shelf as well.
And like the cheese and stuff at the top here.
This is pretty good, guys.
Are these
meat,
cooked?
I'm going to put in the middle here
because
it's meat, but it's not like...
Yeah, the middle shelf is the coldest, so this is where you're going to keep all your dairies.
So hot dogs,
separated.
processed already, aren't they? This is stuff that'll kill you if the juice drips on something else, so bottom shelf.
I'd also have my yoghurts over here.
Yeah,
dairy products I always kind of keep together.
My orange juice I keep in the fridge.
No, that can go. That's squash. I wouldn't keep that in the fridge.
If it was fresh juice, I'd keep it in the fridge.
Fresh juice.
So if it's fresh juice, it says keep it in the fridge. That can go in the door. That's perfectly fine there because obviously it's got various preservatives in it, stuff like that. If it's something like squash, if it's something like fizzy drinks, you can keep them in your fridge if you want to, if you've got the space for it. Otherwise, they're perfectly fine on kind of the counter.
Amazing. So I think have we organised the fridge? Have we
done this?
What's the assessment?
Out of 5?
I would tend to put these a bit higher, but as long as it's in the middle drawer, you're all good. Do you guys want a photo by your Fridgeonomics? And we'll give you a sticker because you've sorted your fridge.
Absolutely. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll kill this bit of audio because I think we've been going for 20 minutes, and we'll definitely get that picture in the sticker. But remind the folks how they can support the Food Hub and get involved with everything. I know you just mentioned it, but let's give them a reminder.
Okay, so you can check our social medias, which is under the Shrewsbury Food Hub or @_Shrewsbury Food Hub. Also, just going to our website, which is just Shrewsbury Food Hub. If you just pop it into Google, you'll find us.
And there's a lot of ways that you can support. You can donate, you can volunteer with us. We're always looking for volunteers. If you run a business or a supermarket or a food chain or a manufacturing or supplier, you can always donate surplus food that you find that you're wasting.
And I've got to add, I spent the morning at distributing food in Monkmore, and it was a really nice time actually. You get to meet new people, and it's actually good, honest work. They bring in the food in a big van, and then you spend a bit of time chucking bits into like different parts of and then people come in with their bags and they just line up along a table and they select what they need. Fill up the bags. It's really good.
Well, the other thing at the moment, we just want people to come along to the food shares, get rid of take some surplus food, and also signing up to the Taste Not Waste programme because that all helps reduce food waste overall.
It's worth asking actually, since the Food Hub is now one of the biggest charities and one of the biggest drives in Shropshire, has it created more food for you to get rid of? As more people are aware of it and they're giving you more food?
In a way, there's a drop in the food that we're receiving, but so it's a positive and a negative.
So I mean your education's working then?
Yeah, our education's working because supermarkets and suppliers are creating less food waste. But it also means we have less food to redistribute. But it is actually it was in the headlines a couple of months ago that there's Food Shares, which is a national organisation that works on redistributing surplus food, have received a lot less surplus food. So we are seeing a decline in the food that we get, but we're still redistributing as much as we can to community groups. And we'll give you guys a sticker and get a photo.
I love a sticker. Thank you so much. Thanks for talking to us. Okay, I just need to read the back of your jumper. We're here with the MD School of Performing Arts. Thank you. You'd think I'd be able to remember that, but I couldn't. And we've just watched the performance of these girls on stage. So can you introduce yourselves to us?
I'm Isabella. I'm Millie Evans. I'm Madeline Herbert.
Cassidy Kempton Lindsay.
I'm Helena Tay. I'm Gabrielle.
Perfect. And what are your ages?
I'm 12. I'm 12. I'm 13.
I'm 16.
I'm 14. I'm 14.
I'm 36.
I'm 23.
Guys, well done. That was a really good performance. How long does it take for you guys to perfect a routine like that? Does it take weeks, months, days?
Well, we normally take a couple of weeks to create the routine. Then for the next couple of weeks we polish it and make sure it's perfect.
What's the hardest thing to correct and get right in a performance like that?
Usually the arm movements, because they're all very specific, so you have to make sure everyone's doing the same thing.
All right. And hands up who has gone on stage and messed up their routine and learned from it. All of them. All of you guys.
Full set.
What do you think is more important? Do you think the success or the mistakes and learning from that sort of the routines? What do you think is more important in a role like this?
I think the mistakes, because then you can just perfect it afterwards, and then you can be better from your mistakes. So it just helps improve your dancing.
And you can tell that a lot of work has gone into the dances. Do you all have a favourite dance?
We'll go around again.
I quite like my lyrical solo.
I like my modern solo.
I like my contemporary solo.
Yeah, I like my tap solo.
I like my modern duet.
I like this dance and the Voulez-Vous dance we did last year.
So almost all of you enjoy your solo work most. Is that because... Why is that?
I'm not sure really. It's just really fun to explore like the stage itself. And
you can put your own twist on it. So if you're in a duet or a group, then you have to do it at the same time and like the same things. But with a solo, you can like put your own like personality into it.
I guess when you're in a group, it's more obvious if someone goes wrong, right? But when you're doing a solo, you can just style it out.
I imagine, like, I'm not a dancer. I know it's hard to believe, but you know, when you think about like people running, out jogging and stuff, it's them versus the road, right? When you're dancing by yourself and learning a routine, this is your triumph and your thing that you've learned. Is that why it's a nice thing when you get it right?
Yeah, I think it's just like special because it shows like how far you've come as like a dancer. If you can perfect such like a good solo, it just shows like how far you've come.
Wonderful. And MD School of Performing Arts. Performing arts is a broad spectrum of theatre, dance, singing, and acting as well. How broad is it? The things that you learn at MD. Do you learn a little bit of this and a little bit of that? I wonder what it's about.
Well, we do quite a lot. Like we do Irish, we do street, but we all have to be able to do ballet because that's our core one to just it. Yeah, like that's just like the one you need to be able to do all the others really. So it gives you the core.
Is that about posture and making sure that you finish off in the right positions and stuff?
Yeah, and also strength in like your legs and arms.
I did ballet once when I was little and I cried and then I didn't go again.
You cried?
So, yeah, I cried. So well done for sticking it out. And can I just say, when you're all performing, your smiles on your faces are so, they light up the whole performance. It's really nice to see and it genuinely made me smile as well, so it was really nice to see you, to watch you.
We're seeing as well an age group that come from like here right up to where you guys are now. It's age and size and stuff. Have you guys all been doing this from a very young age?
Not me.
No?
I've been doing it for like 2 years or less.
Okay.
I got in like late 2020 and I've just been here since then.
Good.
Is it like a lockdown hobby for you?
Yeah, well, it was a lot of work because the groups I was put in, all these dancers are like way better than me, and it was a lot of pressure, but I got there eventually.
Sure, you've done well to catch up. I wouldn't have known. You've blended in very nicely.
Well, that's really good to talk about, though, because MD School of Performing Arts, I guess it's for everybody. No matter what stage you enter performing arts into, whether you've been doing it since you were 6, whether you want to start it now, whether you've been doing it for 6 months. I guess you guys, as a team, will bring people on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yeah?
I mean, I started when I was 5, and that's definitely like helped develop. Like I've been here almost 10 years now, so it's definitely been a lot of fun throughout.
So you didn't cry at your first ballet lesson and go home. Well done.
No, I still remember. I think the first one I did, my dad dragged me into because I don't even remember why, and then I've just really enjoyed it ever since.
Good for you. It's wicked. It's nice to see. Has it been exciting performing on the stage today? You're back again later as well. How does it feel to do that?
It's quite good, yeah, because obviously I haven't danced on the stage yet, but dancing on a stage is like, it just gives you an adrenaline when you're on there to smile more, to do everything better, because we all have been to All England's, and stage there all gives you adrenaline, and that's the same with the stage here. Everything helps.
Yeah, I'm in awe of you guys because I think you do something that not everybody can do. I love music. Music is part of my life. There isn't a day go by where I don't absorb music on some level. I can't play music. I don't have any rhythm. I can't dance. I can't sing. Whereas you guys can do all of that, and I feel like you are absolutely fantastic. Especially when you start at 5 years old and you go all the way up. I mean, that's fantastic. If you say there's a parent listening and they've got a little one and constantly dancing and stuff, what advice would you give that parent as far as performing arts schools go?
Let your child do it because you never know, they could end up in a career, and if you want them to enjoy like their childhood, you want them to like do something fun, and dance is really good.
Amazing.
It's good advice. Good advice. And to the child that cries at the first ballet lesson, have you got any advice for that?
It's definitely worth it in the end. If you keep on doing it, you will enjoy it more, and it'll just be like fun next time you come.
If only you were around 15 years ago when I was 5.
I mean,
don't do the maths.
Maybe MD do adult classes where we can do a bit of ballet. What do you reckon? I mean,
they do adult.
We should have a nod. They do. So if you listen
Ooh.
to this and you're thinking, I could so rock a tutu and boogie woogie.
We've talked about tutus
Bit
a
of
lot
tap,
this
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fantastic. Where is MD based? Where are you in Shropshire?
We're at Prior House in Hortonwood.
Okay.
So we're attached to a lot of buildings, so it's easier to find us. And
Wonderful. Have you guys got any messages before we get out of here? Any thank yous, or you want to say anything to anybody?
Enjoy your life because it's cool.
I like that. That's great.
That is good all-round
Enjoy your
advice.
life
I like
because
it.
it's cool. I love that. Guys, thank you so much. Have you got any more questions?
No, just thank you very much. Thank you for performing.
Thank
and
you.
those smiles on your faces. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, so we're at the Shrewsbury Kids Fest. I'm just out with the portable mic while Alex is doing a bit of editing on the laptop. But I've stumbled across the trampolining and I found a family. So can you just introduce yourself? Tell us who you are.
Oh, hello, I'm Neil Whitfield and this is my daughter Lillian Whitfield.
Just seen Lillian on the trampoline. She was fabulous at it. Have you been here before?
No, this is the first time in Telford. We went to the Shrewsbury one in the quarry before. It's a bit more subject to weather, isn't it? But
Sure thing, it is good this is inside. Yeah. With our English weather, we're playing it safe. How you find it?
it's very good. Yeah, it's not too crowded and there's lots of variety for the kids and stuff. So yeah, very good.
Yeah, for sure. Lillian, can we have a chat with you? Is that all right? I've just walked past, and the reason I wanted to chat to you because I could see you bouncing away on the trampoline, and then I saw you work your way up to a couple of backflips, and that was really awesome. How was that?
It was very exciting, and it hurt a little bit.
No way. Where did it hurt?
Like around my legs.
Just because you were using muscles you haven't used usually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make you? Do you do trampolining anyway?
Not really.
Do you feel inspired to do trampolining?
A bit.
What's been your favourite part of the day?
Probably the cheer and leash thing because one of my best friends is doing it.
Oh wow! We chatted to them yesterday. They are awesome. They're doing really well. Would you ever go into cheerleading?
Maybe.
Maybe that would make more muscles ache, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Can we have a chat to your sister as well?
Hannah's just come off the...
So Hannah's just come off. Hannah, do you want to have a chat with us? Because you've just been doing trampolining as well. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Or is it nervous having a microphone in your face? That's okay. Are you enjoying your day?
Yes.
What's your favourite part?
I don't know.
What have you been on? Tell me.
Bumper cats.
Bumper carts. Were you on there with your sister?
Yeah.
Who won? Who did the most bumps?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you had fun, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, guys, thank you so much for talking to me, and I hope you continue to have a lovely day. Enjoy it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi guys, welcome to the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Verity.
And I think what we should do is get your names and then the band name first. So starting from here, names.
I'm Henry.
I'm Kit.
I'm Florence.
I'm Douglas.
Well, thank you so much, guys. What's the band name?
The Small Furry Animals.
The Small Furry Animals. Wonderful. We've been listening to you. You guys have been really getting the crowd going today with your great music.
Thank you.
2 days in a row you're opening up that stage. How does that feel?
Well, it's exciting, but you get quite nervous at some points as well because you don't know, because if you make a mistake, it's going to be really loud. Noticeable.
Oh, I think you've sounded fabulous both days. We've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think so too. When did you guys start as a band?
Well, Henry always wanted to start a band since year 3, and we've had to change drummers because one drummer couldn't make it. So we've only been playing with Kit since September.
Only since September together as a band?
Yeah, because we used to have a different drummer.
And you sound that good.
Oh, that's the point. Can we have your ages as well? Because
I'm 12.
I'm 10. I'm 10.
I'm 12.
Do you all go to the same school? Is that how you know each other?
Yeah.
So did you guys meet in like music class and were like, wow, we're really good, we can make a band?
Well, Henry, Doug and I used to go to the same school, but and then we all moved to the same school, and then Kit's in my class, and
Kit was the imposter because I'm in 5 bands.
5 bands. How do you find the time?
I really don't know. Does that include the school bands?
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's the drummer? Well, that's normal for a drummer, isn't it, to be in like a number of different bands at the same time?
Did you pick being a drummer because your name is Kit?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, my whole family is musical. I mean, my brother's grade 8 drums.
Wow.
And then my dad's a conductor in Porthwine Silver Band in Oswestry.
It's amazing. Great tagline, though, isn't it? And on the kit.
It's Kit.
It's Kit.
Yeah. It's wicked.
So you've only been playing together since September, and you played a wide array of different types of music, different songs. How long do those songs take, as a group, to master?
Well, some of
3 seconds.
3 seconds.
No,
that's talent.
Some of them are a lot easier than others, because Kit can play anything on the drums basically. Doug, as long as he can learn it really quickly, and Henry will just sit there for 20 minutes learning a song, and then I just have to learn the keyboard. So it takes about 2 or 3 days maybe at the max.
To learn about one
song.
That's for one song?
Yeah.
How many songs have you got on your set list?
We've got 11.
No, we've got more than that. We've got a couple more now. We've got.
And what are all your favourite songs to play?
Come back to me, I don't know.
Okay.
Does this include like ones that we play? Or like any song?
Any song.
Out of your set list?
Out of our set list. Summer of 69.
Good drum. Good drums.
I've got 2 that I really like. So one we haven't performed yet. It's called Half the World Away, by Oasis. And the other was Are You Mine by the Arctic Monkeys.
Beautiful songs.
I predict the riot.
Yeah.
Well, Are You Mine has got a really... I noticed you're on the bass, right?
Yes.
And that's got a really meaty bass to it, hasn't it? Boom, 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 boom. I love that. Because bass is really important to a band, right?
Yes.
And what is the most influential song that you play that you can really hear your bass through?
I think X's and O's is probably one.
Seven Nation Army, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, Seven Nation Army has got that constant and very recognisable.
My favourite song is Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Smells Like Teen...
Because it has a solo in it. So.
I thought that might have been the drummer's favourite. I thought that might have been Kit's favourite because the drum on that is wicked.
I'm grade 5, but that song is grade 6. So.
And how old are we?
Wow.
You're 10, grade 5. Do you all do exams in the instruments?
Yeah, because we all, well, I don't know about Kit and Doug, but we all do, I think it's like 2 instruments.
I do more than one instrument. I also sing, and then I kind of play piano. I taught myself.
Because I noticed the
I was digging holes in the garden playing with mud at your age.
Making mud pies.
Yeah, because Henry plays electric guitar, he does electric guitar, trumpet and singing. Yeah, I'm a harpist, I do singing, piano, and then Doug's a bass and singer.
And a guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm grade 5 trumpet. Doug's, what are you singing? Grade 6. And then...
At singing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You do classical, don't you? No, not classical. Mix. It's a mix.
Yeah.
How many times do you guys get bugged out in the streets and schools and places like this for autographs, photographs? Are you guys like super famous?
No.
Amongst your friends now?
We are on TikTok.
Yeah, we're on
YouTube
TikTok and Instagram. We haven't posted anything on YouTube. But it's still like... We're not famous, but we're known by quite a few people because we played at schools and
we're quite well known in a certain area.
Telford,
mainly.
I bet. You're a very impressive group of young, talented children. That is for sure.
I know. I'm hearing trumpets, drums, piano, harp. I'm hearing bass, guitar. You guys are the full packet, aren't you? Absolutely. Where would you like to go with this? Where would you like the Small Furry Animals?
Glastonbury.
So, today we've been passed out some leaflets promoting the Small Furry Animals, and it says, catch them before they get too big, watch out Glastonbury. They may be small, but this talented group packs quite a punch, which I think is exciting. So Glastonbury, we'll keep our eyes open for you.
Yeah,
the hope.
Fire us at that TikTok. Where can people see you? What's the name for it? Do you know?
I think it's the Small Furry Animals or at the Small Furry Animals. No, that's Instagram. I can't remember. We're the Small Furry Animals.
The Small Furry Animals. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say? Any messages you want to say for people?
Hi, Mum. Well, if it's not the Small Furry Animals, it'll be Small Furry Animals.
Small Furry Animals. Okay.
We're not a tribute band to the Super Furry Animals. Everyone thinks we are, but we're not.
Yeah, don't get juxtaposed on that.
It's because the reason why we're called the Small Furry Animals is because our old school, there were 4 houses.
Foxes, squirrels,
badgers, all small furry animals.
Rabbits, don't forget rabbits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get it, I get
Do
it.
you write any of your own songs, or is that where you want to go?
That's where we would like to go, I think, but not sure.
Because Henry and Kit once made a song, I think it was called Thunder or something, but every time they played it, it changed. So it wasn't really
We interviewed Chasing Mallory, a local band, a few weeks ago, and they play their own songs, and we talked about how a band might go on stage wanting to play their own music, and there'll always be someone go, "Play Wonderwall!" You know, you got to have those covers, and you got to have some original content too, right?
I think if you were going to make your own songs, you're going to have some really well-known ones, then put one in the middle, of which is yours.
Yeah, draw the crowds in with what they already know, and then wow them with your own stuff.
Yeah, it's because we started with just rock songs, so Seven Nation Army was our first song. Because at Oswestry Youth Music Festival, Henry and Oscar, our old drummer, were playing together, and they needed to make a band, so they just pulled Dougie in, and then it kind of grew out from there.
I was originally on the guitar, and then because we didn't really need a second guitar, so we transitioned to bass.
I was going to be bass, but I wasn't strong enough to hold.
Yeah, because we'd rather have a bass than a rhythm at the moment.
Well, what I love about the Red Hot Chili Peppers, before they go on stage, when they're practicing, they all just gather around the drum kit, and they all just have a jam, and they're all switching instruments, and they all just funk together. Do you know what I mean? And they all just vibe together. And I feel it's really important just to play with it, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. And I noticed, Henry, that you were swapping between electric and acoustic guitar. So are you going to put the trumpet at any point?
I have. We did
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, we did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That was at Christmas then.
Yes, it was, because we played at the turning on of the Christmas light.
Oh, wow. So when I was younger, I used to play the piano and trombone, and I was in the Shropshire Youth Brass Band, and we toured Europe, and so I was real good at the trombone and piano, and I sort of just stopped, and now I can barely play Twinkle Twinkle. So, guys, keep it up. Your face, Twinkle Twinkle. Oh, amateur. But honestly, you're working hard on your talent, and that's really admirable. So keep it up, and genuinely, we'll see you at Glastonbury one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And I was thinking, actually, saxophone. Can any of you guys play the saxophone yet?
No.
I've tried.
Learn the saxophone, learn some Zootons, and I'll be your biggest fan. We'll see. I love the Zootons. Greatest band.
Well, we do know someone that plays the saxophone in our year, so
okay.
Might have a guest performance.
Zootons, they sang Valerie originally.
They did,
yeah. I was doing a music trivia this morning, and it said that.
The way he leans into that song is brilliant. Valerie! Great, love it.
They did, it is fabulous.
Guys, you are fun. Sorry, Verity. I'm getting so excited. Sensory overload.
I think we're going to get you to sign this. Is that all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This little leaflet that we've got with your band, and one day it'll be worth millions.
And who's going to hold on to that, Verity?
I'll keep it safe.
I'm sure. Guys, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for the music, and go and have some fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
So I've been circling around the Kids Fest again, and I've circled back round to Alison's bee stand, and I've found a gentleman and his family who have just been at the bee stand. So Richard, you've been here today. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's lovely. It's a fantastic place to be with family and everything. Yeah.
Have you been before?
Yeah, last year, and it's repeating again. Yeah.
So it's good that you came back?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and the girls are enjoying it?
Oh, yes, they're having a blast. I was just getting started, actually, yeah.
Just getting started, I bet. And this is Lexi, one of your girls. Lexi, what have you just been doing at the bee stand here?
I've been colouring a picture and Ruby on there.
So there's a big board here, and it's got dandelions and lots of beautiful pictures on it, and it looks like all the children that have visited it have drawn a bee. Which one's your bee?
That one.
That is an intricately drawn bee. I love it. What have you learned at this stand? Because I know Alison likes to educate about bee health and everything. What have you learned?
All I've really been doing is colouring, but she did come to our school and I learned a lot about bees.
Nice. And she's coming again, isn't she, to your school?
Next year.
Next year, yeah. Is that when your sister will see her?
Yeah. That's when she'll be in year 1.
Yeah. And what have you enjoyed about your time at the Kids Fest so far?
Really seeing Alison.
Oh, the bee lady. Oh, that's cute. What are you looking forward to doing next?
Going on the bumper cars.
Is that going to be your favourite, do you think? You can go on that with your sister?
Yeah.
Are you competitive?
Yeah. A lot.
Hey, well, thanks for talking to me, Lexi and Richard, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of day.
Okay, bye.
Right, we found the final piece of the puzzle today. That's Beth Heath. Of course, we couldn't come to an event like this and not speak to Beth. All right?
All right.
All right.
I just watched you play pickleball against Mr. Strudels.
I know. I destroyed him. Honestly, I could go into the British Championships of pickleball right now and contend. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm up there.
Yeah, you're up there. I can't wait to see that. I'll come and report on that game.
Yes, please do.
I'll be a live commentator.
I said to Alex, don't worry about actual talent or ability. As long as you believe, you can do it.
Basically, that is the motto to this festival. If you believe, you can do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm telling you. I'm going to be the #1 contender in the UK for pickleball.
You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah. I'm going to put my all into it at 36 years old. I'm going to become a professional pickleballer. Yeah, Mr. Pickle. Call me Mr.
Doesn't have the same biscuits with pickle?
Biscuit, pickle biscuit.
Yeah. It's a thing, you heard it here.
How much has gone into this event before you've even got here? I mean, it must take a year or so to plan and get it together.
Our very favourite thing is when people say to us, what, you organise events all year round? I'm like, yeah, because they just happen, they just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
we'll do a party, guys. Have a party next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend, let's just do it. Yeah, so my team are working on events all year round, obviously, so we've got this food festival and Oktoberfest and lots of other things in between. So it does take much longer than anyone would ever appreciate to pull all the pieces of a puzzle together. Make it so that the biscuit man is in the right place.
Yep.
Make it so that the gaming van is there and the massive helter-skelter, and work out how big a carousel is and actually how the heck you even get it into a hall. All the little things that we have to do that make it look this epic once you're here.
It sounds daft, and I'm not comparing what I do to you in any way, shape or form, but when we did Pod Aid, like the logistics of that small little thing of making sure everywhere they're supposed to be and got what we need makes me appreciate what like folks like you do and your team, because this is massive.
That if you have 30 people, that's okay. If you have over 100 people, it doesn't matter whether you have 100 people or 1,000 people, same amount of effort. Once you go over 1,000 people, it doesn't matter if I have 1,000 or 10,000 people, same amount of effort. It's just upscaling everything when you're there. So, I mean, we're used to it now. We've been doing it quite a long time, but there is an awful lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that is quite tedious at some points. A lot of fun at other points. We've got to make sure that all of these things are epic. We've got to make sure the donuts taste good.
Yes.
There's some hard graft that goes into this. But yeah, we love it. All of the people that are here we've worked with before. They're all, producers and suppliers that we use and we trust. And we know we'll have the same kind of ethos as we do.
Every time I come to an event to speak to you, we always talk about how you take a little bit of this out and put a little bit of this in. Every time's a learning activity for you. And what have you put into this year or taken out of this year from last year? What have you changed?
So we brought in the carousel.
Yeah.
That was a very expensive choice on my half, but that's basically because it can put through it 70 people every time it goes round. So that is a very queue-busting activity which looks impressive and people love, and also that parents can go on with kids. So if you've got little baby kids or smaller children, then actually that works really, really well. And then we've also brought in the bumper cars, again, visually very cool. And also, I went on them and thought it was epic with my kids. So let's face it, the foam party was what started Kids Fest, because I went to a party and there was a foam party there. And I'm like, wouldn't that be cool? And hence we have our Kids Festival. So carousel and bumper cars are the new things that are learning, and also the sensory room. That's
beautiful.
Had loads of interest, and the quiet space, just having a room where people can just go and sit down and play with Lego without any other kind of stuff being bombarded at them. I mean, you can hear the background noise here, and if you've got that sensory overload all the time, having some space where you can go and get away from it is very good as well.
Really good points, really good points.
And Verity's new to this, and we've been talking about how have you enjoyed this and all this stuff. And one of the things that Verity you said is that it's very eye-catching. Everything is always something to look at, you know.
There's always something to look at.
Which is great.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and we try and do that. So one of my ethoses is, so I'm not sure, Verity, if you've been to the food festival or not yet.
I have.
Yeah. Okay. So again, the thought behind most of our festivals is, you've got your headline stuff, but the point is you're meant to walk around every corner and there to be something else there that you weren't expecting. A little party happening in a teepee, or some entertainment, or here a dinosaur walking past, or a princess walking past. You know, all of those things are what hopefully everybody who's now listening or coming to one of the events understands. That's our little piece of Shropshire Festivals. It's to make you smile. It's the things you weren't expecting as your headlines. That is why we do what we do. So you're right, we try and make things eye-catching, and we try and just do things a little bit different than the norm, because that's what's cool. We've just done the vintage games. We made those last week. Those are just, you know, we've got people splatting rats left, right and centre.
Walk past bash the rat. I thought, oh, there it is, that's classic.
Yeah, and the rat was too fat to go down that drain pipe at the beginning of the week, so one of my girls had to give it liposuction earlier in the week.
That's brilliant.
So there's the little things that happen behind the scenes that no one ever expects.
And you have the knock-on effect on other people as well. Lingen Davies making slime and stuff, you know, that's fun. You know, I love that.
Sorry, my voices in my head were talking to me at the same point then. Say that again.
I was just talking about Lingen Davies and their slime making. So everybody's trying to be creative to sort of fit into this atmosphere, which is great.
And so I hate pull-up banners. My biggest bane of my life is somebody standing there with a pull-up banner and not actually doing anything. No one talks to you, there's no point. You know, I know you've chatted to Strudel Man.
He's amazing, I love him.
That was because he sent me a sample pack. I never met the bloke, so I phoned him and said, that's cool. We're completely zero waste. Actually, that should be something that we all do, and then come along to a festival, tell people about it, but do something while you're there. Do the colour changing lemonade, you know, charity guys, come along, raise some money, but you have to do something. Otherwise people will just walk past you and nobody cares about a pull-up banner. Tell the story always.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen a lot here, haven't we? You know, and one of the best things. So a couple of the best things for me was pickleball. Love pickleball. World champion in the making. Food Hub.
Yeah.
Food Hub guys. I speak to them every time I come to an event like this. And this year they got something different, and then something different again, and something different again. They're just so innovative.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing Taste Not Waste at all the festivals. So we've got some amazing sponsors for that. So that's for Economy, who we're working with for this year, and they are going to be doing a big Taste Not Waste stage at Food Festival. You heard it here first. Breaking news. And also the Cardboard City. From that perspective, it's all about trying to get people to understand that zero waste doesn't have to be boring. And actually educating about food or anything else doesn't have to be boring. It is what it is.
Nice.
So
wonderful. Well, Beth, have you got any questions for Beth before we sign off this?
Just well done. It's been a really nice event.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us and letting us come here.
It's always cool. So yeah.
And we'll be at Tasty Trail and BizFest, I think.
And Food Fest.
And Oktoberfest.
And Oktoberfest and Oaken Gates Carnival. And I'm just going down my mental list of all the things that are going to be happening in your life that you don't know about yet.
Yeah. Well, what we'll need to do is, it's been a while since we do these at the events. These are great, these little 5-minute chats. But let's have a cup of coffee and some biscuits.
Biscuit, cake.
Yeah, and we'll have a good sit down for an hour or so, and we'll just talk about how this has affected you and your team, and what you guys do, the effort, and because I feel like when you're in your zone right now, you're like an animal.
In my head keep talking to me, don't they?
You're very primal at the moment. You're like, oh, look at this, there's that, there's this. Yeah. So we'll have to organise a proper sit down.
Come over to Pink Office, eat cake.
Yes.
And that'd be really cool, because Business Festival's going to be epic.
Yeah?
I promise. It's going to be 600 businesses, axe throwing, everything. It's going to be really cool.
We'll be there.
You could be world expert at axe throwing next.
Or office chair racing. But you never race an office
just
chair.
pickleball. I'm quitting all the other sports.
I'm going to branch out into all the others then. You have pickleball, I'll have axe throwing and office chair racing.
Yeah, I'm genuinely thinking of taking pickleball up.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And because it's an inside game as well, you don't have to worry about the rain.
Yeah.
I'm a fair weather sports person.
You do have to worry about getting your butt kicked if you're against me, though. I'm saying that.
I love the confidence.
Mr. Strudel.
Remember, we've got it on film, though.
Yeah. Mr. Strudel, you struggled against me, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Beth.
Again.
And
thank you.
This has been great. Bye. See you later. 90s being
retro.
Retro, yeah. It is weird. I mean, you see people playing video games that you used to play when you were a kid, and it's
Sonic.
I asked someone.
Retro?
I mentioned Foo Fighters to somebody in work the other day, and they're like, "Who?" And I was like,
Oh. No way. Have you ever seen the Foo Fighters?
"Yeah, I was from V."
They're amazing.
Brilliant.
I've been a couple of times, and I realised I enjoy them the most when I can actually see Dave, because he does like a little jig. That's when I love it.
He, when he was at the time I went to see him, well, we had tickets to go and see him before Taylor passed away. The gig that he was meant to do.
Oh my God, and we did.
Yeah, and they cancelled. It was only like a couple of weeks before that happened.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, it was like a double-edged sword. It was like I was really disappointed because I wasn't going to go see him, but at the same time, Taylor Hawkins passed away.
I literally couldn't listen to Foo Fighters for weeks after that. It broke my heart.
I mean, I am recording, by the way. I hit record ages ago, but I love that. But it's weird, isn't it, how things change, how times change. But one thing, what I've got to say about this place is, years ago when I was little, living in Telford, there was something that used to happen every year in Telford Town Park, Kids International, right? And it was in the summer, and they'd turn up and they'd have inflatables, and they'd have fairground rides, they'd have all sorts going on in Telford Town Park. It was amazing. And then it just stopped. And then now you have this.
Yeah.
Which is great, Shropshire Kids Festival. And it resembles it in so many ways, but I feel like it's so much better because you pay, you come in, and you get to go on everything.
You've got access to it all. It's indoors as well.
Yeah. It's massive.
Because as per my standard, I'd done no research before turning up yesterday.
But do you know what? I feel like sometimes that's a good way to sort of experience things, you know?
I have no expectations. I can never be disappointed. Yeah. I'll just rock up and be pleasantly surprised by everything. But I wasn't sure whether it was indoor or outdoor. That's how little research I'd done.
And you know what? Events like this aren't for everybody, and you never know what you're going to get with Shropshire Festivals. Because like we just heard from Beth, you know, they're doing BizFest, which is a business-related festival. But we were speaking to Claire earlier, and she was saying they're getting like loads of businesses together, and they're going to have fun with it. You know, chair racing. Everybody
I know.
thinks of it. You should see me whiz across the office in my chair. Do you know what I mean? Like. But yeah, there's always something going on. But this is as day 2 has gone, I feel like this has been a bit more relaxed today.
Yeah, it has been pretty chill. But we did scurry around quite a lot yesterday, trying to squeeze everything in. It has been a bit.
It was crazy yesterday. We got like 1 o'clock, and we were like, we got like over an hour of footage.
Yeah,
an hour of audio. Like we had to. Because we did initially, we were like, oh, we need to get interviews here.
We need to get everyone.
Yeah. And then by the end of the day, we were kind of like, oh, okay then.
We've been a bit more chill about it today, haven't we?
Yeah, but that's it now. We're gonna close off the whole 2 days thing. I'd like to get a reaction from Verity. Overall, what do you think? Be honest.
I've genuinely loved it. There's been such a variety of stuff here. Treat for the eyes. And you know, like yesterday I said I kind of wanted an adult version of everything because I wanted to play with everything. Well, there has been enough to like 4 adults as well. Pickleball I've loved. Had a go at the Lingen Davies slime. Chatted to the alpacas. And chatting to the band this morning and the dancers. I thought that was ace because they've got some drive. They're young and they've got some serious focus and dedication to what they do, and I think that's really wicked to see.
And I think that's a really important thing to focus on, is that this is a great place to showcase things.
Yeah.
You know, there is a stage there to show musicians, to show dancers, to show whatever. In fact, actually, I remember Beth did the Mile of Smiles a few years ago, and they had poetry reading on the stage, which was great. We had really good interviews with some of the poets. You know, so poetry she's done before, but like she's willing to show people who's about, you know.
Yeah.
And I think she's done that in a massive way for a lot of local bands as well. Chasing August, great friends of the show. They come to her events. People know who they are. They have like the row of like super supporters. The Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels are massive between here, Wolves, Shrewsbury. Everybody knows who they are. So that's what these events are good at. And you know, there's things like the Shrewsbury Biscuit that will go and speak to businesses and learn whilst the listeners learn. You know.
What a marvel.
Yeah. So not only is the Shrewsbury Biscuit a great resource for the county, is a future pickleball champion in the making as the host.
Like I said, Alex, we have got videos.
Not very flattering ones. Wait till I lose a few pounds, and people will be like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
He is the champion.
Yeah. I'm looking forward. I've really enjoyed this. It's been hard. I've been tired.
Yeah.
You know, last night I was up till 9:30 because I was just exhausted, wiped out. The night before was getting kit ready, packing the car, charging all my batteries, emptying hard drives, and then you've got to now is the hard part. You've got to go home and get the mental capacity available to you to be able to go and edit all this.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, this has been a great weekend. I've enjoyed collecting this audio with Verity. Verity, you've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Hey, at some point, I don't know whether it will make the edit, but Alex trusted me to go out with the portables all by myself.
I can't wait to hear them back. She was like, "You're probably going to want to delete them." But,
we'll see.
Yeah, you've been fantastic because I don't want to throw you in the deep end and be like, "Go and get stuff," but I feel like you're learning more and more and more.
Yeah.
To the point where now I can give you this H6.
Yeah.
And you can go out and get stuff, which is really encouraging for me.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's any good though. I was like that. Hello.
Well, yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will catch you guys next time. We are in the process of building a new website. Hang fire with that, please, because we are working on something. If you're listening to this for the first time, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're on LinkedIn as well, TikTok. At the Shrewsbury Biscuit podcast. Everything that we do is filtered through there. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.